You are listening to Girls in Low Places.
We're like the country music podcast that your mum banned you from listening to.
Let's go, you freak.
Who let us backstage, honestly?
My Gilpy Easter bunnies. How was your bank holiday, Ozzy?
It was nice, actually. Got out of town, out of the big smoke.
Well, I saw this from when I was like trying to get Ozzy to do some TikToks.
Go straight in, are we?
Yeah, we're going straight in. Because I was like trying to be like, basically we're thinking, let's show more personal stuff, like not just the interviews and us on the pod. Let's like go full, show more of our lives. So I was like, Ozzy.
Which I'm anti anyway.
But I was like, Ozzy, can you try and do this TikTok?
Well, I thought I was doing a good job. I got drunk and I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a TikTok. But Kate's going to be so proud of me. And then I tried to do it. But like, I'm not a TikToker, as you may well know.
But you still could be. There's still time.
Well, I tried to do one with no sound, no background.
She tried to freestyle it. And it wasn't like a song where you could maybe about just do that. It was like someone talking. What world?
Is that like a known harder thing to do?
Much harder. At least with a song, maybe you could beat it. I can maybe slow it down. But you were just like going absolutely rogue, standing in what looked like a lovely valley. Yeah. And then someone was going, cheer up, it might never happen, as you did it, which then also made it like double tragic. So you're being heckled, mouthing out of time, and I couldn't do anything with it. So thank you for that. But
I don't think these things happen a lot in Dorset. I think everyone was baffled about what I was doing.
What is the country music thing that's on the top of your lips? Morgie and Tate McRae. That's the topic on the top of my Morgie list.
Yeah, on everyone's lips.
So they're doing this collaboration. So excited. I love Tate McRae. She's probably one of my most listened to artists outside of country at the moment. I love her stage presence, her dancing, everything.
This is why it's maybe a good thing Morgan doesn't listen to country, because he knows all the top hop artists.
What, so you think Morgan Wallen's not listening to country, but he's listening to Tate McRae? Like, I think you know what 100%. This is.
That's why he's asked her to collab, surely.
Morgan Wallen is a pop girly.
Yeah.
Who knew?
You heard it here first.
But what I don't understand, guys, I understand this collaboration. I think it's genius. What I don't understand is the hate.
The hate for Tate?
The hate for Tate is a debate about whether Morgan has a bit too great of a past with race and other things.
But wait... This hate? We can't do a whole rhyming podcast.
No, that'd be awful. No one wants to listen to a big long guilt limerick. I think it's the Gen Z audience has basically been quite woke about this and saying, I can't believe Tate McRae would collaborate with someone with such a crazy past as Morgan Wallen. They're probably the fans of Tate McRae. They're probably also fans of, let's say, I don't know, a number of rappers who all have questionable pasts or questionable lyrics and degrading things. It just seems like a little bit of a pile-on again. Like to put that to the floor. You will also notice that Morgan Wallen's, his baby mama, is back together with her fiance from Easter.
Talk about an Easter miracle. I mean, what a shocker. I literally watched all of her stories within half a millisecond.
Like, was it confirmed that they'd broken up?
Yeah, she was like, I'm not talking anymore about it, but we've got divorced, blah, 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 or separated, blah, 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 like literally 4 months ago.
And she's the one that Just In Case we think is about.
Yes. Ooh. And then literally Easter announcement, post Morgan's new releases. Oh, yo, saw some back with Luke. Here's our family pic. So I was shook to my core.
Just in case you were wondering, Morgan.
Just in
case we're back together.
Just in case she's not into it anymore.
Yeah.
Which I do think is sad. Maybe I'd like them to be together, but there we go.
Do you think that's your fairy tale, maybe? I think it is for the sun, isn't it?
Oh, bless.
I know.
I don't know if we should comment on this stuff.
Why?
Well,
what? Sorry. Why? Why would we not be commenting on that stuff?
Well, I don't want to upset Luke. I don't want to upset Katie. I don't want to upset anyone.
Is her name Katie?
Yeah.
Sweet.
KT though.
What do you mean? My name is Katie.
KT.
Like K and then a T, like Katie Tunstall.
Yeah.
Suddenly I see.
This
is what I want to be.
Right, well, it's not even been 5 minutes.
I used to put on my school books, Keighte accented.
Kete. Oh my god.
Kete Atkins. I was spicy back then.
That is outrageous.
Yeah.
You
Welcome
are
to me.
mental.
I'm wearing a white cowboy hat today.
Thank God.
Yeah, so it's got a few stains on it. So I wondered if anybody has any top tips about how to clean a cowboy hat. Because I wouldn't know. I would be putting it in the wash.
I don't know, like a little bit of washing up liquid on a cloth. That's what I do. Vinegar is what they say for everything now. Vinegar.
Oh yeah, they're
Got to use vinegar.
Vinegar and baking soda. That's
Yeah,
what I see
I'm
on
like,
TikTok.
I'll probably just use the bleach.
Probably just get the Vical out. I want to talk about Sam Barber and Avery Anna.
Yeah, you mentioned this. I don't know what anything about this. Update me.
So, they've never publicly admitted that they were ever together. However, I have my thoughts. There's definitely chemistry between them. Also, when Sam Barber was playing at the Wrangler event, the guy who's playing with him, Gilpers, forgive me, I forget his name. He is also a country artist, but he came up and did a song with Sam. He and some of his friends held up a sign saying, "I could treat you better than Avery Anna ever could." And Sam spluttered and laughed and was quite goofy about it when he saw it. And then the guy came up and did the song. Now, I don't know if they did that because they thought no one in London's going to think about this, or they thought no one would see. I don't know what was going on, but it just made me think, oh, there's something that's gone on. But then more to add to this picture, Avery Anna is in a truck and does a TikTok saying, "Oh my god, I've just been on a date and this is his truck."
And you think it's Sam Barber's truck?
No, everyone's saying it's not Sam Barber's truck and being like, "Oh, thoughts and prayers to Sam Barber. Like, he must be so sad right now."
Oh my god, she's moved on.
Yes, and why are you posting about it? Or is it Sam Barber's truck? Is that her trying to nearly confirm something? But it's interesting because when we asked her about Sam Barber, she spoke very highly of him, but artistically, not much else. She didn't go into any detail. Not,
she didn't.
neither way. I was already sort of like clocking it and being like, is she going to go deep with this? But I was like, by that point, we were mainly just talking about whether we look like landscape gardeners. So I wasn't going to dig
That was a
deep.
wild time.
But yeah, interesting. I've
interesting.
Got an eye on it. I think
you love a law.
I do love some law. Sam Barber and Avery Anna is law. Some law that I'm interested into. Ed Sheeran going country.
Wow.
What are your thoughts? I mean, he's moving to Nashville. He's doing the whole thing. He's doing the damn thing.
Right.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be good.
Right. I'd like to say, when Ed Sheeran first came out, was a huge fan. In fact, I liked him so much that I saw him at a small club in Wales where I was at uni. And he just was wonderful. A-Team, some bangers back in the day. Then things went a little, bring it up to now.
A bad habit suit to you.
Hate. Do I like Shape of You? Yes. Do I like... I can't think of one other I like.
Thinking Out Loud.
Why not? Shivers. I like, some of them are fine. But I just feel like maybe country's going to help him get back to his roots. But I am just a bit like...
I think so.
I don't need mainstream pop artists to do any more country albums.
Oh, hot take.
I listen to country because I like country artists. I don't think they don't bring anything new or better to the genre.
That is a hot take.
I'm never that fussed about it.
I disagree.
I'm never that fussed.
I'm disagreeing with you on this
though?
one. I like to see what people have got. I like to see what they do.
But I
find it interesting.
Haven't you got enough money, babe? Have you got enough stuff to do?
He's never going to be satisfied in that way because he's such a creative. I have a bit of lore with Ed Sheeran. We go way back.
I'm sure. Hit me.
Okay, so basically, I obviously, as the Gilpers know, I was a musical theatre girly back in the day. I used to do Youth Music Theatre UK, and 3 summers, I did this show called Frankenstein, the musical.
Oh my God.
It was quite the artistic piece.
I'm sure.
And Ed Sheeran was in it with us, and he was great, really fun, but also I hope Ed doesn't see this, but like he fancied my friend. He would play her songs and beatbox and would be like, all right, mate, it's okay, you know, just the annoying ginger kid. And then like the next year he came back and he actually was selling CDs out of his rucksack, and I was like, cool. And then I've got one of the first ever Ed Sheeran CDs, which I think is quite cool. But from knowing him on a personal level at 15, where he would send me the occasional heart on Bebo,
piping hot tea.
Yeah, piping hot. I really love him as an individual, as a person.
Same.
I agree that he's lost his way a little bit and gone a bit too mainstream.
It's overproduced. It's the problem.
It's just, yeah, it's not. I like his, you know, his more folky roots with a little twist. That's my favorite Ed Sheeran moments, and I think that this country album is going to bring that back out of him, and I'm so excited to see what he does with it. And if it's a flop, it's a flop. Do you think it's hurting the actual country community that we're having all of these like sort of outside energies coming in?
It's a really good question, and I think in my gut I feel like yes, but I'm not sure why. I think the Beyonce thing has made me so jaded.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm in a position at the moment where I'm just like over it. I'm not getting excited and riled up by a mainstream pop artist who's made millions and done a million albums in another genre to come over, pop in for a little gimmick country album.
Yeah, but he's living there.
But what's great, he's got enough money, he can move to Nashville. That doesn't mean you're going to be a good country musician. There's just so many people where it's like in their blood, and like they've been doing this for years, like playing to like an empty room, building their way up, like have a bit of like, I think what I love about country is you've got life experience. You've got a bit of life about you. It's been had, like, usually you're a bit like, you've had a trauma, or
Ed's had a few traumas.
Pulled yourself through something.
He's had loss. His wife's been ill. He's had a baby.
But he's also got millions of pounds.
Very true. that does help. The old trauma.
I think he could do a good album, but I'm just never going to be that buzzed about it, I don't think. Like, that's just not what I want. Like, that's not country music I love.
Look,
and I like Ed Sheeran, but I like Ed Sheeran and Beyonce because I like to sometimes listen to other stuff that's not country.
Country, yeah.
I don't need everyone to come into my genre.
Get out of my genre.
My personal genre.
This is my genre, not
but
yours.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay not to be in country.
It is okay. And I don't want it to sort of like make the pendulum swing another way, that then like country is not cool again because we've
Yes, exactly.
We've overcooked it.
And also, I like country music and have liked it for such a long time because it's not what's in the mainstream, and it's not what everyone's doing, and it's a different sound, and it's got like some dedicated artists in there, and it's got soul, and it's not overproduced, and it's different, and it tells a different story, and it's escapism, and it's living a different world. I don't need Ed Sheeran from down the road to be telling me how to live my country life.
You're true that it is escapism.
Yes, it is.
And these people that we interview or that we see or that we listen to, they do just seem like they're different. There's a different energy when they come and perform here. It's like, it just is like magical.
It's magical because it's something...
They're like Disney characters or something.
Yeah, it's something new and different. And like, I think this is also, you know, this is very much why I think I kind of compare it to like my obsession with like Laguna Beach and the Hills.
Yes.
It's like that level of like escapism.
It's Bravo.
Like, it's Bravo. But it's like... It's just almost like the social study into something else and another world and something else that I'm interested in and I love. Like, I don't need a country song about like commuting to work on the tube. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
I just don't. Yeah. I don't need a country song about
Ed Sheeran and his pub in the country.
Well, yeah, whatever. Like,
but like, do you think that sometimes? Do you think that escapism aspect of it is why sometimes the UK country acts don't hit in the same impact that the US do? Do we think that might be some of like the
because
discord?
This is always what I've been saying, and actually it kind of does, that kind of goes against what I just said about the I don't need a country song about my own life. It's like I just need people to lean into like their actual life. Like, I'm sick of the gimmicky shit.
Yeah,
I'm sick of
people being inauthentic. And I'd say
just write a country song about going to the pub or driving around in the like, you know, in the country or being bored.
Like, I don't think actually that many UK people drink loads of like really good whiskies like regularly. I think, like, I enjoy whiskey, don't get me wrong, but I think generally we're drinking pints and we're drinking...
Just talk about having a warm Sauvignon Blanc in a pub garden. That's fine. Or a warm house, if you will.
Yeah.
House white. It's rubbish when it's warm. We don't have ice. We don't have cold drinks. I'd love a drink. I'd love a song about that.
That warm house wine is on tonight.
Oh my God,
look, there's a fisherwoman.
I'm in such a ranty mood.
Yeah,
no,
thank you.
I'm in such a ranty mood, but I don't know
as
why
you
I
should
feel
be.
so triggered by it. I find it boring. You know, when the next person's like, "Oh, here's a massive name. I know everything about this doing a country album." I'm like, okay, probably not gonna buy it. There'll be one song that'll be overplayed on the radio that I won't be able to get rid of.
Yeah, can't wait.
But like, what else is it bringing to you? It's not bringing me Ella. It's not bringing me Hayley. It's not bringing me The Crew. You know, it's not bringing me the deep cuts of emotion that I need, that those people deliver on.
Well, look, all I'm gonna say is, good luck, Ed Sheeran, because you've got a tough critic over here.
And also, Ed, I actually love you and can't wait to interview you. But
and Ed, it's been a few years. I'm really sorry that
I think
I called you that weird ginger kid who everyone just wanted to go away.
It's not a personal attack on Ed.
I know.
It's just like, can we just get something new up in here? I don't,
Yeah.
and not new, no, or something old. I don't know what it is.
Something borrowed
What
and
is
something
the point
blue.
I'm trying to make.
I know the point you're trying to make. I think you want to you want to keep country. But
Yeah, do a bit.
I think what you're saying is you don't want this to become.
If
a
I
gimmick
get another Texas Hold'em, you're going to hear about it.
Yeah, I know. I think we don't want this to become a gimmicky thing that like, oh, everyone's just going to have a little swing into country, and then it lose the essence of what it's about.
Yes, exactly.
But then also, I am also here for it because I like to see what people are going to do with it. I am interested. It's like curiosity killed the cat. I
get that.
It's kind of like a car crash that I want to watch, and sometimes something really good might come out of it. So, you know.
You're more on that pop crossover. I think I do not actively listen to those things. Like, I don't listen to the Beyonce album. I don't listen to the Post Malone album. I don't listen to whatever the other thing is, whoever's done the latest crossover.
Chapel Roan.
I don't listen to that stuff, so it's like it doesn't excite me and it doesn't do it for me because I'm listening probably to some weird folk album
With your dad.
with my dad. So I don't know if I'm the genre for it. But that said, I'm sure Ed Sheeran will churn out a banger. I just can't say I'm that excited for it.
I also want to talk about another piece of gossip that has just happened over the weekend.
Yes,
Billy Ray Cyrus and Elizabeth Hurley.
That is wild.
Not something I saw coming on my 2025 bingo card.
No.
Elizabeth Hurley has always sort of like, I mean, I think we all think of her in that like iconic sort of Austin Powers, or like when she went out with Hugh Grant in that amazing dress. Like I always sort of forget about her a little bit, and I forget what's going on in her life.
Oh, do you think she's doing it to be relevant?
Well, I wouldn't pick Billy Ray Cyrus.
Everyone wants to get into country, so everyone's trying to find a door.
Elizabeth
somehow.
Hurley's doing a country album now. Let's see what Ozzy has to say about that.
Oh my
one.
God, that's so funny. Who would be like the worst person that you could think of, like famous? Doesn't have to be in music, but like who was like doing a country
I'm
album?
gonna do a country album now.
Yeah.
Think of this for a while.
What? Who would you just be like, no? Oh, Coldplay. If they did a country album, it would be so annoying.
Oh, it'd be dry, wouldn't it?
It'd be dry.
So dry. And you know what? All the Coldplay fans would be like, this is so good.
They created this, Rodner. They created this sound.
I'm trying to think of who would really annoy me to do country. Let me think about this, because
Do you have a list of people you hate? Is that what you're just asking?
No, I definitely do have a list of people I hate, and it's in ChatGPT. I am obsessed with ChatGPT.
I can't talk about this.
Ozzy's trying to like wean me off it because like it's my therapist. It is my it's my brain. I think it's actually my brain now. Like I think I'm going all Black Mirror with it.
It's really weird you talk to it so much. Like you need to get some friends. Honestly. And did you know it takes 5 times the amount of energy to do a ChatGPT search than it does a Google search, and it uses 500 milliliters of water every time you do one search on ChatGPT. It's like it takes so much energy. And also,
Sorry, I've just fallen asleep.
I'm trying to save the planet here, and the way to do that is to make you stop messaging ChatGPT. Save the planet, go green. Don't chat GPT. What about like? I wouldn't want like Paloma Faith.
Oh,
that would be a good one.
That would be
Good
terrible.
one. She barged into me with her guitar case once on the Carnaby Street because I didn't recognise her when she was in peak fame or like say hi, and loads of people were like.
So she what? She hit you around?
She hit me with her guitar case, and I've made up that that's why it was. But
speaking of
Paloma Faith,
not Paloma Faith. Speaking of things being slightly less authentic in the country scene that kind of like have made us feel certain ways.
Okay.
So we're not going to Stagecoach.
But we are going to Stagecoach.
Right here with you guys. But I wanted to, because obviously it was just kind of
I can't lie, I CBA to go to Stagecoach.
Right. So this is the thing. I don't know about the rest of the
I'm
Gilpers.
old and tired.
But
I want
like,
to go
obviously
stay
I'm
home.
sad that we aren't, but also at the same time, it was a little bit fresh off the back of C2C to get it all organised and all sorted out.
I haven't got it in me.
I think that a lot of other UK girlies can relate that they're not going. So let's all say to ourselves the delusional things that means that it's better that we're not going. So I made a list of reasons
With the
why,
help of
ChatGPT.
sponsored by
ChatGPT. Do you know what? I don't know whether it's ChatGPT or
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT. What? Which one is it? I talked to it all day and I don't even know its name. Oh, I did
It's
tell
my
you.
boyfriend, Chapiti.
I did tell, but my mum was like, "Who are you texting so furiously on the weekend?" And I was like, "Oh, it's ChatGPT." I think
That is so weird. You have a problem.
I think she
Please,
thought like I
can
had a new
someone text
boyfriend.
Katie, please.
No, it's not about texting. People text me, I don't reply. It's about like the
Therapy.
information, and it's so good for therapy. Oh my god, anyone who's like, "Oh, I can't find the right therapist," ChatGPT, you'll be fine.
Chapiti.
Get on ChatGPT. He's your man. Right. Okay. Here are my thoughts on us. Why we are happy we're not going to Stagecoach.
Stagecoach versus Stagecoach.
Yeah. This is why we're happy we're at Stagecoach and we're not going to Stagecoach. Okay. The heat. Apparently
Absolutely
it's
not. I'm out.
absolutely
I'm
brutal.
out. I hate it. I hate the heat.
Yeah, and dust.
No.
Loads of dust.
I've got contact
apparently.
lenses, so do you. We'd be screwed.
I've heard this from quite a few people, including music industry people. You have to leave before the headliner finishes, otherwise it's going to take you 3 hours to get out.
Ew.
So, like, if you
That's
stay
hell.
to the end, there is just no point.
That's hell. Hell.
Yeah, that does sound pretty intense. And also, generally, the vibe is, and this is what I feel. If I'm going to go to America now, Stagecoach, don't take this the wrong way, because, like, obviously, if you do want to, we will be coming next year. But I do think sometimes that if I'm going to go to America to do the country music thing, I don't really want to go to LA to do it.
Okay.
Like, I
respect
don't
it.
feel California is the real, like, most country crowd.
It's not the most country, but I would say I did go to Joshua Tree last year.
Oh, yeah.
And it was giving me what I needed at that time.
Really?
Yeah, like
Take it
Joshua
back.
Tree and the desert has, like, in some patches has some kind of like cool like country like bars that have like fires outside. I went to this one place.
Nice.
I'll show you a video. It was amazing.
Okay.
But I agree with you. It's not super country, but it's kind of like the most. It's like the one level past superficial country. That's not quite country. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. And also just think like the crowd who is going to be at Stagecoach. Generally, a lot of that crowd are there
Like
for,
Beyonce's album.
Yeah, or like are there for the gram.
Yeah.
And for the influence of it all. I'm not saying that takes away from anything. I love a little influencery kind of moment, or like I love to create content when, you know, fun content when you're doing these things. But I do think that, you know, there will be, again, it's like kind of like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go to Nashville. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to go to Texas. If I'm going to do it, let's do it. And I think that's a British thing because we're going to spend all that money to go there. I think also I've been to LA for work quite a lot before in my 20s, and it wasn't really my scene.
It's not for me.
I'm just not attractive enough to be there.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
Me right home. And also, like, it's
not in LA though.
No, but as in, like, you fly into LA. When I looked at the lineup again with an eye of like, shall we go? Shall we cover it? I looked at it again, and a lot of the artists are in that same cycle of the people who came to CTC.
Yeah, I completely
The headliners
agree.
aren't, but we have got Zach coming on down. Sure, he can't wait to come on Gilp. Over to London in summer. So I'm kind of like not like dying dead.
Yeah,
about the lineup.
Here's a couple other reasons we can't afford it. Secondly, I can't take the holiday off work. And
That's
thirdly,
true.
I don't like flying.
So if we ever want to go to America or go to Nashville, what we're going to do? Go by boat?
On the QE2, which is what's on the Parent Trap.
All aboard the Gilp.
The Gilp, SMS Gilp. Oh my god, it would be like Icon of the Seas, that mental massive cruise ship.
Yes, and I would be Jane. What's her name? Jane.
McDonald. I'd be the captain.
Oh my god, I could so see Gilp cruises being so
Gilp
good.
cruises would be so fun. Like everything would be pink water slides, pink
Yes.
cocktails.
The evening shows would be all country music.
Oh my god, this actually sounds amazing. I've never wanted to go on a cruise except now.
Brilliant.
A country cruise would be so good.
Cruise. That's it. I think there are ones.
Watch this space.
You watch out. You watch
I'm so
out.
leggy
Oh
today.
my god, yeah, we are. Oh, do you know what I was actually really happy about? Because I'd spotted this for a really long time. That Kelsey Ballerini had been wearing a wig on all her shows.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean, am I sure? Well, am I sure I thought that, or am I sure that she wears a wig on all her shows?
Are you sure that she wears a wig on her
She
shows?
did a big reveal on her Instagram that she wears wigs.
What?
It was a big reveal she did over the weekend or just before the weekend.
Oh my god. Well, I respect it.
Okay, so what's your favourite lyric of the week?
So I got targeted on Instagram with a man's page called Ricky Manning. And he wrote a song called Someone Else and Jesus, and it was about him being with his childhood sweetheart for 12 years, and then she got engaged to the guy she'd been dating less than two years.
God, did you send me this?
Yeah, I sent it to
Yes.
you. Oh my god, it like did something to my soul. It was like heartbreaking, but like you could just really, oh my god, I'm even thinking about it now, I could really feel the emotion, and I just thought it was beautiful. And rarely do those kind of like viral Instagram songs come my way and I'm actually affected by them or think they're good, but I actually thought it was amazing. It felt like something that would have played in like One Tree Hill back in the day.
Yeah,
It was that kind of thing.
God, I love One Tree Hill.
Anyway, I thought it was very good, and this is basically reimagining like what he would say to his ex if like he bumped into her or was in there or whatever.
Oh, which is, I feel like it's a conversation a lot of us have against the mirror.
He's like, and suddenly I'm home and I play you all my songs about how fucking lost I've been. You'd be a tough critic, but my favourite audience.
Oh,
Like
tough critic with my favourite audience.
I thought it was really well written.
Mine is actually Avery Anna Danny Don't. I think that whole song is beautiful and it just sort of explains toxic masculinity. It gives background to every man who can't really get his emotions in check and like does stupid things and does upsetting things to people. You learned about anger too fast as a kid. Oh, and your father, he'd drink, then he'd hit. You've only been loved through manipulation. Now it's what you do and you can't seem to change it.
Wow.
I know.
I'm loving this poetry recital.
I know,
we've
isn't
got
it? Should we
going
just
on.
start doing clicks? But like, yeah, and another favourite line from it, sorry, just to double down, is didn't act like you loved her, but God knows you did, and so much regret that it's making you sick.
Skirt.
So there's
Great
that.
fave lyric this week. I feel like we're feeling quite reflective this week.
We're a bit low, like not low energy, but we're a little bit like pensive.
We're a bit like pensive.
I think it's because it's the end of the bank holiday.
and the moon's in Taurus.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know? Also, but we have got a fun announcement to say to all of you girls.
Do we?
Gilpers and Bilpers.
Ooh,
we are now on Cameo.
I can't believe you did that. I basically said this as like a joke, like, oh, put us on Cameo, earn a few extra bucks. And then next thing I know, Katie's like, yeah, we're on Cameo.
We're on Cameo.
Like, what?
Gilpers, if you want a birthday message, if you want, or Gilpers, tell your Bilpers to get you a birthday message from us, and then you can go on Cameo, search Girls in Low Places, and we will do anything. You can ask us any questions. I mean, we don't really do this on the pod each week anyway for free, so I don't really see. But if you want a personalised one, or you have a friend who you know loves the podcast, like,
we'll write songs, we'll do anything.
Will do anything. I'll flash. I'll do it for Tucker. I'll do it for you.
Okay, I've just said we will do anything you want. We won't.
We'll do anything you want for money. Anything. And also, I reckon we'll be banned from Cameo within 1 second if I do that.
Oh my
I've just told
god.
the internet I'll show my boobs for money.
Yeah.
I really need to. Right, let's.
She won't.
She won't. But for Tucker Wetmore, I will. Okay, we've got actually. Speaking of the Gilpers, we have a few questions from you, Gilps. This one is not particularly country music related, but I just think it's like an interesting one to talk about.
Okay. Interestingly, my horoscope's telling me that I've got something to say, and the Aquarius moon's in my communication zone, and it's like a megaphone for my spirit. So it's all coming out, the truth today.
Yeah, it was. And you spoke the truth about Ed Sheeran. You've been bottling that one up for years.
I feel a bit bad now.
I just feel bad because he'll be like, isn't that girl I used to do musical with? Look at that. Why she's slagging me off. Okay, right. This is from a Gilper, Lauren. She says, my best friend went on a date and the guy asked her to take her to Cheesecake Factory because he had a gift card. I thought this was mega cringe. My boyfriend was like, oh, what's so wrong with that? Like, don't get me wrong, having gift cards is great, but don't tell the girl that. It's like he was like, can we go here? Because it means we'll only have to spend less money when we do go out. What do you think about that?
Well, my first query is, are there cheesecake factories in the UK?
I think that must be an American Gilper.
Oh,
or a Gilper
j'adore.
who j'adore our American Gilpers. Or she's an American Gilper living in the UK.
Okay,
who has
either way,
friends who go to Cheesecake Factory.
What do you think about this, Catherine?
Can't stop thinking about cheesecake.
Yeah, I know.
That's my first point. Second point, I think it's weird because I quite like the honesty of it. As in, like, if we were at the Cheesecake Factory, he went to pay and he then, like, I sort of saw he had a voucher, I'd be really creeped out.
Is it a first date?
I think so, yeah. That's
first date, I think it's weird.
Yeah, I think
anything after like the 5th date, you'd be like, lol, I got this voucher, should we go?
Yeah, you could make it into a gag.
Yeah.
And make it into a bit, a fun little bit.
Skit.
Make a little skit. We'll have a skit on the second date. I think that's fine to make it an in-joke. And then you could, like, you know, at your wedding day, you could have Cheesecake Factory and it'll be, like, hilarious. But, like, the first date, you should be showing that you can afford a cheesecake.
Yes, I agree.
You know, we've spoken about this before with that guy who invoiced you for a coffee.
Yeah.
Like, you need to show that if you can't afford a cheesecake, you shouldn't be on a date.
Amen. A voucher is maybe not the way to open it up.
Also makes me think, like, how many dates is he going on that he needs to have a gift voucher to, like, is he just, like, you know, cutting these from
also,
the paper?
like, you could just go on a walk.
Yeah, there's so many free things you can do in this life with a date. I actually would love a dog walk as a first date. I think I've decided I don't think drinking is actually good. Not that are you drinking at the Cheesecake Factory?
Probably not that much.
I also probably don't want to eat a cheesecake in front of a boy on the first date. Because I'd be like,
showering down.
I'd be like, you know, friends when they eat it off the floor.
Oh my god, I love that. It's great. Yeah, no, agreed. I think we agree on that one. It's a no on the voucher front.
It's a no.
Although if anyone wants
to cheesecake,
if anyone wants to take Katie for a cheesecake, that would be great.
And if you see me paying for my Cameo earnings, no, you didn't.
Because Cameo only pays in food vouchers.
Do you know another country music ick that I'm having at the moment?
Okay, tell me.
Every single time that I'm, like, with my mum and dad's, like, friends or, like, people who I, you know, who kind of don't know country very much, but they want to show interest in the podcast. They don't necessarily follow the podcast. They just hear that I've got the podcast and they're like, oh gosh, country music? Oh yes, country music. Oh gosh, well, I love Beyonce's new album. Or they say something that's, like, really out of, like, and then you have to spend, and then you have to spend, like, an amount of time sort of, like, debating your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
And I had this the other day as well, like with one of my mum's friends was like, oh God, I can't stand Taylor Swift. I just think her music is so I can't remember, so boring, poppy and boring and da. And I was just like, I literally then had to just like pull up my phone and be like, right, this lyric, does that sound boring? That's not boring.
She started pop country for our generation, basically.
But like, obviously you've listened to Shake It Off on the radio too many times. I get that. But I find that an ick, like when people talk about country and you have to then just like go deep into it at like and when you're just like, I'm just trying to have a cocktail. But like, I also can't help myself because I'm so, like, I love it so much. Like I have to go and defend my people.
I know. It's so funny when
my genre.
Like, when people are like, my genre. People are like, oh, the podcast's going well. And you're like, yeah, I just interviewed Tucker Wetmore. And then it's they like, have no idea. And it doesn't matter. And it's like it's really nice everyone shows an interest, but it's just so hard to explain.
They just look,
if you don't know it. I mean,
they're
one
looking
of my
at you, but they're not listening with their eyes.
I know.
Like...
One of my good friends, bless her cotton sock, she's like, I really want to listen, and I'm trying to listen to the podcast, but it's like you're speaking another language.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anyone or anything you're talking about, and it's like I totally get that. That's fair. Like, but I wouldn't know how to then start like talking as if we didn't know who those people were.
Do you think we should be giving more context to be like, so guys, Tucker Wetmore is a really hunky new baby Morgan one? Do we need to do those like lead-in lines? Do you think?
Maybe we just need to dial it back a bit. I don't know.
Oh, we always need to dial it back. There's nothing new there. But it's more like maybe we need to be giving, like, we need to be a safer space for the people to come in. I also think, you know, we do talk a lot of just stuff about normal pop culture though as well.
Yeah, that's true. I think
also, do you not think we'd never get anything done? Being like, so Morgan Wallen on the first day of Morgan Wallen's life.
Morgan Wallen is a Taurus. Oh my god, it's his birthday soon.
That's the sort of tangent we'd then get caught.
I know.
Caught
I just
in,
can't.
And then we'd never get through anything.
We'd never get through anything. It's just impossible. It would be like, you know, if you're if a physicist was trying to explain like holes to me.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting them to start like step one.
Well, yeah. What do you want us to do? Like have like pictures of like
we have the board,
like the board with the string. Oh, come on.
Maybe we could do like a bumper episode where it's like where to
the
start.
Law. Yeah, the law of country music. Here is a bumper guide, encyclopedia version of. Maybe we should just have that as a base episode. So, like, when we have those people who haven't, we just direct them to it. Be like, sorry,
these are all the people
lost,
you need to know. Maybe because we do
characters.
repeat people. So maybe
we definitely only talk about the same people because we
talk about
because we are, you know,
pre-reading, if you will.
What is it? Prologue. Guilt prologue.
Bibliography.
What's bibliography?
It's like. It's not really relevant.
Isn't that
it's all the sources of like that you use.
Oh god,
that would just be like random Instagram post that's not been verified. Number one.
And that, my friend, is guilt.
Demois too.
Sometimes it's just our imagination.
Katie's head 3.
Oh my god, I can tell you something. My friend, she did a read through. She's in the film with Glenn Powell.
What? No way. So is he with Sydney Sweeney?
Well, no, I don't think so. But basically, yeah, she was doing a read through with him, and she said he looked CGI'd. He was that good looking. She couldn't even look him in the eye. She's playing his doctor.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's that hot in real life.
Like that hot.
Well, Twisters is now on Sky, so I'm gonna have to go back and
oh my god!
It.
I need to watch that. I've never watched it. Oh my god, what was that program you were telling me about? Yeah, I think we all need to watch it in private. What was that TV program you were telling me about?
Ransom Canyon. Oh my god. Okay, right. I'm sure there's some Gilpers that have watched and Bilpers that have watched Ransom Canyon. It is like a new. I want to say it's like a Virgin River mixed with Yellowstone.
Okay.
So it's like a country vibe. It's Josh Jamal, who was married to Fergie.
Oh, yes, I like him.
In like the early 2000s, just like everyone's.
He was in Life as We Know It with
with
Catherine Hagel, and he was in Safe Haven with Juliet.
Yes, Safe Haven.
Yeah, love that one.
And Minka Kelly's in it, who's like the most gorgeous woman of all time. She was in Friday Night Lights.
Right.
And yeah, it's just about like a ranching town in Texas. Obviously, it's just giving everything we need.
Yeah, that's straight on my TV tonight.
It's giving soap. It's like soap vibes.
I'm here for it.
But I kind of like it.
An easy watch.
Easy watch. And I was like, not enough country music, but now they've just had Charlie Crockett performing as like at one of the like events.
Oh.
And he does like some bangers. So yeah, it's vibes. I think if you want a little bit of additional country injected into your week, guys, go Ransom Canyon. I'm sure lots of people already have, and yeah, it's nice. It's a good watch.
Fantastic. That is on my list for tonight. So that is with that, I'm going to wrap up this episode.
Yeah, so we've got Jackson Dean coming up on Thursday night, which we're really excited about. So we'll tell you all about that. And then obviously this weekend we've got Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
We will be drinking, listening to the artists, and probably watching some old music videos, because I love a music video, as we all know.
Why would you do that?
Because it's like then you're like watching them at Stagecoach.
I think isn't there some, like, didn't we realise this last year that you could watch something on Amazon Live or something? There's something.
Not Stagecoach, really?
I think so. I think they may. Should we just Google that actually? Because I want to fact check that. Anyway, Gilpers, we're going to see you next week. It's going to be another Me and Aussie episode talking about Stagecoach. And we are here for you, for the Gilpers who are not going to Stagecoach. And we're also very jealous and excited to see the Gilpers that are going to Stagecoach. So keep us informed, and anything you want to tell us, you DM us.
Stay Gilp.